Hi, y'all. It's Suzanne. I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia, preparing to listen to one of Spain's entries, Rigoberta's Ay Mama. I am also wearing a Join the Anti-Bully Revolution tee. I chose this tee for listening to this song because there is so much body shaming. There is so much bullying of women tied to body shaming that goes on around this globe. Let it stop. Let it stop today. Join the anti-bully revolution. No more body shaming. Now, I am ready to watch and listen to Rigoberta. Are you ready? Let's do this. Hitting play. This opens up kind of like a somber ballad. She's wearing a wedding gown and sunglasses and a veil, very covered. One of her backup singers, dancers has joined her on stage, also garbed in white. The veil and shades have come off. We're getting a little more energy here. More backup dancers, a bit of fog. They've joined arms. Woo, now it's kind of pop dancey. Better together. These women are better together. I love that they're all beautiful and have such different looks. Okay, we now have a couple of gents on stage with them. Rigoberta is such a natural beauty. They're all dancing around, legs apart, sharing the cookie. This is so cute. Dancing, prancing. It started off slow. It's as though the backup dancers have given Rigoberta energy. Okay, she's on the ground, a blue breast, a blue eye, a pregnant belly. They have taken her dress off. That was the very Katarine Dushka moment from Better Love, where she's on the earth and everyone is around her. There's this paper mache pinata looking breast that's flesh colored behind them on like a pink stand. So when the dress came off, Rigoberta is now in a Spanx-like one piece. And the song just ends on a very happy note with the crowd cheering. So I really, really like that. The song opens up on a somber note and Rigoberta is fully clothed. And then she's joined by a backup dancer and the speed picks up. It becomes very pop and kind of dance-like. And then 3 additional female dancer singers join, and then 2 males join. I love it when they all link arms because it's as though they are standing together. But as Rigoberta sings, it's as though sharing her truth gives her confidence and courage to really share her story, to really be herself, to really embrace the fact that she is woman. She has breasts. She bleeds once a month. It's interesting to me the way the song rather opens up on this note of menstruation, right? you who bled for so many months through your life. Well, most women understand what that means. Yes, we have a menstrual cycle once a month. We get cramps. It is not pleasant. But I just really love that in this song, Rigoberta she's embracing all it means to be a woman, because there's so much more to it than just being born as a female. There's a lot of shaming that goes on when women come back to work or to the workplace after they've had a baby. They have to find closed areas where they can pump their breast milk. There are stigmas around, hey, should women be in the workforce? Are they strong? They're going to leave to go and have babies. And, that to me is kind of an issue also. Why should that be an issue? Just because a man isn't the one who's giving birth to the children doesn't make him a better employee than a woman. I mean, granted, yes, there's some downtime, but that's just part of being a woman, part of being a mother, part of giving birth to and raising children who grow up and are productive in this society. So there's just so much in this song, and I think it's a very relevant song in today's society, and also a very relevant song for me as an aging woman. So we talk about, women who have bled so many months through their lives, and then the song progresses. But as we stop the bleeding process, as our menstrual cycle goes away, as we age, that's part of the aging process. And, there are so many things that go along with that. Hormones, drier skin. I have not yet reached menopause or even perimenopause, but it's going to happen, and I rather know what to expect. And I can't say that I look forward to the monthly cycle or that I look forward to it ending. And just like that, the new Sex and the City series that's out, there's been so much conversation about the way the cast looks today. I think that they are all stunningly beautiful and talented women, but there are comments on, oh my gosh, are they still as pretty as they were? They've not taken good care of their skin, they're wrinkling. And if they were men, there wouldn't be that conversation. I think folks have even commented on Sarah Jessica Parker's gray hair, and my glitter, it's starting to come in too. We age, it's part of life. Live and let live. Age and let age. The prevention or actions that anyone takes to overcome what is naturally happening is personal preference. I personally, every 4 months or so, I'm in there getting Botox so that I don't feel like I look like a space alien. And my brother points out to me, well, you had those wrinkles across your forehead when you were a kid. So I go and I look at pictures. I'm like, oh gosh, he's right. I really did have these lines as a child that now I desperately try to cover because I feel like they show my age. So you've got that going on. I remember being a kid and my mother, she wanted me more clothed. She wanted me more covered. And what that taught me was that it's not okay to show your body. And I don't necessarily know that was the best lesson I could have gotten either, because there was shame in dressing a little more scantily clad because of what my mother had said. Couldn't she have just let me be and let me make my own decisions without the shaming factor that went with that? I'm 47 years old, and I said to a friend just the other day, I'm like, I think my boobs are just a little bit softer than they used to be, because they are. I've never had a child. I've never given birth. I've listened to my friends talk about how breastfeeding has just destroyed their bosom. Never personally experienced that, but at my age, yeah, they're a little softer. They're not quite as perky as they used to be. I used to, every January, go in and have a consultation done on breast augmentation, because I thought that perhaps I wanted to enlarge my breasts. This was particularly prevalent for me during my early 40s when I was doing fitness competitions, because I felt like they would really round out my body a little bit more if I had implants, because I would get down to 112, 115 pounds, and then there was nothing left up here. Then at some point I decided, you know, putting a foreign substance into my body that's going to stay there long term, probably not what I want to do. But I'm not judging anyone else who likes the look, who wants to do it for reconstruction or to balance out their body. Again, that's personal preference. However, I do feel like so many people do it because they feel like they don't look good enough as they are. And that's a shame. And shame on society for making people feel that they aren't good enough because of the way they look. I think that there's beauty in every individual we see. There's outward beauty, there's internal beauty. There's just so much beauty. We really need to look at individuals from all aspects. Like anybody else, I am drawn to that outward beauty, but I also appreciate the inner beauty just as not much. You know, on the note of body shaming, you guys have heard me reference my long-term past relationship on numerous occasions, but I spent many years with a man who almost every day for 20 years would tell me I ate too much, would tell me that I needed to lose weight, would tell me that I was fat, would tell other people that I was fat. When I listened to this song the first time and read the lyrics, I was taken back to, I had gotten a new bikini and I was trying it on. I'm like, oh, hey, what do you think of this one? And he looks at me and goes, well, the bikini's fine. And it's obvious that you work out, but it's also obvious that you eat a lot. And that was just very unkind. So let's think about what we say to other people. Let's think about the long-term impact that has on people, and just stop the body shaming. For the love of all things holy, seriously, live and let live, age and let age. You do you, you be you. Own your truth the way Rigoberta is on this stage. So as I reference the stage, let's talk about staging for just a moment. I do not think that the staging that I saw in this video could win Eurovision. I do believe the song could at least place well, maybe not win, but I think that it would place well. I love the meaning of the song. I love the passion that comes across on the stage, but the staging, it's not stellar. The pyro at the end, the celebration of the female body, that was cool, but even it could have been more. So you've got this flesh-colored one breast on this pink stand. I understand the meaning of that, but it kind of looks like a cheap piñata that kids are just gonna go burst, right? And it, you know, then I'm like, were they trying to duplicate Blaz's moon from last year? I don't know. And then you have the point where Rigoberta, she lies down and everyone comes around her and they remove the dress, and then she's in like this one-piece Spanx sort of undergarment. So again, as the song progresses, I said it before, she becomes more confident, and now she's confident, so she doesn't need to be fully covered in the sunglasses and the veil and the dress. So she comes out wearing this one-piece Spanx-looking piece, and as she is lying on the ground, you see a blue breast, and you see a blue eye. And the color blue itself represents loyalty, honesty, trust, responsibility, calmness, commitment, wisdom, and serenity. So I don't know if the color blue was chosen because she is committed to herself, committed to embracing the woman that she is sharing this wisdom with other women in the hopes that they will also be able to own their truth, embrace their truth, be who they are, love themselves exactly as they are. And maybe she's feeling a little bit serene and calm because, you know, she's fully embraced who she is and she has this amazing message to share. So that graphic was great. Not a huge fan of the flesh-colored on a pink stand, cheap-looking piñata. It's, yeah. So when I think of staging for Spain, I go back to, oh my gosh, 2019, and I think of Mickey and the fun, colorful neighborhood he had. That was fun. And then I recently listened to Chanel's Spanish entry. And you know, it's funny. I saw Williams and Sinan's video on Chanel. Or I haven't watched it yet, but I saw the thumbnail and I've seen just a little bit of it. And at first I thought that was Eleni Ferreira there. And I'm like, oh, Eleni dressed in all black. And so as I watched the not William and Sinan's reaction video, but I actually watched Chanel's video, I loved the colorful stage. Now that staging, maybe not right for Rigoberta's song, but that staging is memorable. And then, you know, back to Chanel herself, another striking beauty. But she and Eleni resemble one another. And I was like, oh, how cool. Eleni's wearing black, because you know that Eleni, during Eurovision, she wore a lot of, you know, paler colors, flesh colored. And I was like, oh gosh, you know, the hair's back, no hair flip. And then all of a sudden Chanel takes her hair down and she actually does a hair flip, even though she has shorter hair than Eleni. Not that I'm comparing the two, outside of the fact that, you know, there was a whole lot of energy, similar garb, except for the colors, and then of course the hair flip. So I feel like Chanel's staging is far superior to what Rigoberta has today. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know what, like maybe Chanel is fourth to win and Rigoberta is fifth. I love the meaning of this song. Rigoberta is a natural beauty. I love that she's taken the opportunity to embrace everything that she is as a woman and to really challenge society. You know, our menstrual cycles, our breasts, they're kind of that big elephant in the room sometimes. I'm like, you'll often hear my brother talk about my breasts. Like he'll make funny, well, not often, but you know, enough. He'll make funny references to them, or he'll comment on what I'm wearing, and it's all done in fun. Like, no offense, no bullying there at all. No body shaming. That's just a brother and sister playing around. But I love that she's taken that elephant in the room, and it's big and it's front and center, and she is addressing it, honey. Thank you, Rigoberta. I'd love to meet her. I'd love to see this song performed on the Eurovision stage with better staging. Keep the pyro. Have that celebration of women at the end. But please, for the love of all things holy, if this song actually makes it to Eurovision, change the staging. Make it far more significant than it is today. Let the significance of the staging be as significant as the meaning and the words of the song. I'm going to end by reminding each of you, male or female, love yourself. The way you treat yourself sets the stage for how other people treat you. Love yourself as you are. It is not your responsibility to change for someone else so that they accept you. It's okay to age. It's going to happen to all of us. Age gracefully. Take the preventative measures that you want to take. You know, for me, it's Botox. It's a good skincare regimen. For others, it's no alcohol. My mother was one who never went out into the sun because she didn't want to age, and that has served her well because she has aged incredibly gracefully. But love yourself, own your truth, don't change for others, and just embrace everything that makes you beautiful. Again, male or female, love yourself, own your truth, because I think that people are most beautiful when they're able to authentically be who they are, when we get to see everything that makes a person who they are just as it is, when they're not trying to change. But there is so much beauty in this world. There's so much beauty in every individual that we come across. So thank you, Rigoberta, for highlighting all that makes us women. Our boobs, our menstrual cycles, and then kind of how people treat us based on that, because it's not something that gets addressed often enough. So much love to Rigoberta and team. Thank you. Really hope to see you on the Eurovision stage. So that is all I've got for now. I hope that you will comment, like, subscribe, share, not just this video, but on all of our social media platforms, videos, photos, written word. Eurovision season, it is in full swing, and I think we're all having fun with it. I personally can't wait until the end of April and May so that we can all be together as Eurovision is happening. Let us know what you think. I will see you later. Bye.